Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading about where you will find yourself 6 months from now. So what we're going to do in this reading is we're going to look into the main areas of your life, love, finances, and career, and the general energy about where you could potentially find yourself 6 months from now. You guys all voted on my recent poll, and this is the one that actually won the contest or won the poll. Most of you guys voted that you wanted to hear this reading. However, since it was such a close tie between this reading and Message from Your Guardian Angel, I will also be uploading that reading in a day or so. So thank you to everyone who voted, and make sure that you're subscribed if you want to be able to vote on what readings I should be putting up on my channel. You can always make suggestions down in the comments below too for what you want to see on my channel. So just keep in mind this is a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone. There could be parts of this that resonate with you, parts of it that don't. Always trust your own intuition and own inner guidance above all else. And you might just want to see this as an encouraging message about your potential, or maybe something that's just for entertainment. So let's go ahead and get started. All you have to do to receive your reading is just choose one of these crystals here. We have number 1, the crystal ball. Number 2, the quartz crystal. Number 3, the raw quartz crystal. A lot of quartz today. And number 4, the yellow citrine crystal. Can we just talk real quick, you guys, about how badly I need new crystals? There are no crystal shops in the country that I'm in. I cannot wait till next month when I go to a new country. And the first thing I'm going to be doing when I get there is a crystal haul, and I'll be sure to share all that with you guys. So just choose a crystal that resonates with you, and once you've chosen, you can head down to the comments below where my lovely subscribers help me post the timestamps. If you choose number 1, let's get started right away and see what the cards have in store for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and look first into the general energy for you 6 months from now. So this is a timeless reading. Whenever you receive this reading, about 6 months from when you find this reading, in general, what energy will be surrounding you? What's going to be happening in your life? Whew, we've got some very positive cards. It's so great to see that. I mean, you just never know when you flip these cards over. The energy is definitely one of kind of relief. Like, I feel this energy of relief around me, of peace, as I'm tapping into these cards. We see the joy card here. It's a symbol of some type of celebration. This could be a literal celebration, such as your birthday, or perhaps a celebration of a graduation, or the birth of a child, or perhaps a wedding or an engagement or something like that. Or maybe even reuniting with friends or bringing new friends into your life, connection with soul family. It's going to be a very social time in your life. The reason I feel like it's the celebration of some type of major life milestone, or some type of big decision you've made, or some type of accomplishment, is of course because we're seeing the star card here. I love that the message on this card says, look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. So if you're kind of going through something right now, just know that this might be like the storm before the rainbow. It seems like currently you're probably in a pretty big place of transformation, and you're planting seeds right now that will grow in about a 6-month cycle. So this is the star, so you can definitely expect some type of reward or recognition or celebration to find you within 6 months. Happy changes, relief, faith. The rabbit is also a sign of abundance. I'm going to be interested to see what's going on in your career and finances, because this very well could be a sign that you've had like some financial growth or some type of opportunity related to career or finances. This rabbit hair is also a symbol of facing your fears. Like by the time 6 months from now comes along, like you've faced your fears, you're on the other side of whatever obstacle you could be facing right now, and it's definitely a time of celebration. So I feel like there's gonna be, perhaps for some of you guys, not everyone, perhaps pregnancy or the birth of a child, like I mentioned, or wedding, or graduation, or new career, or like you've achieved something. There's recognition. So it's beautiful. Let's move on next to finances and career. Oh my goodness. 9 of Swords reversed. Isn't it wonderful to see this card reversed? You know, it's interesting because upright, you see all these swords going into this person's back, and it's like they're naked, they're exposed, they're vulnerable, and there's all of this confusion happening. But upside down, it's a very different picture. It's almost like these are beams of light kind of radiating out from this person. It's almost like they're floating on cloud 9. This looks a little bit more enchanting, fun, bright, happy. This looks oppressive, like a dark cloud, but upside down, this almost looks like waves or kind of a fun energy of celebration. So sometimes physically looking at a card upside down and seeing how the image changes as opposed to right side up can give you a lot of tarot reading tips if you're interested for your own readings. So what I'm seeing from this is, once again, like it's the rainbow that comes after the storm. You've manifested something really big. There's some type of huge manifestation coming through. And with the finances and career, it seems like you're on point. So you've landed that job, or you've gotten the promotion, or you have reached some pinnacle in your education, or you found out that you've gotten accepted to that school or to that program. I do see a message of like increased knowledge. I mean, I see some people being awarded scholarships, or, you know, some type of financial windfall coming in. So I definitely see, honestly, everything is looking up for you. This is obviously going to be probably in 2020 for most of you guys. And it just seems like it's going to be a really great year. This is amazing. So next I want to look into your love life. What's going to be happening then? Oh my gosh, manifestation. Yes, it's a very powerful time of manifestation. And the energy I'm kind of getting around you at present is that you've asked for a lot of things. You've been learning about the law of attraction. You've been working really hard. You've been doing all the things, but it's like this energy of being stuck on a plateau, like not moving forward, not seeing any change. Well, just know that there's actually a lot that's happening behind the scenes. I think that's kind of what this means here. This is kind of a symbol of the universal energies, things that are happening behind the scenes you might not be able to see. 6 months from now, your manifestations are anchoring in. And it's not just love. It really has a lot to do with your life path, your mission and soul purpose, bringing new people in your life. It feels like this energy of spring. It might quite literally be spring or summer around 6 months from now, from the time you're getting this reading. If not, then it's like kind of a metaphoric spring in your life. This says this could be the one. You're probably meeting somebody new, you're flirting with someone, you're engaging with someone, going on dates. There's a specific person on your mind, and 6 months from now, like there's this energy of it actually going somewhere. You've manifested the one, or you've manifested someone that's like a soulmate, or like a relationship, perhaps a commitment. Now, if you're already in a relationship, this could be talking about the next 6 months from now, going to the next level. Remember, we saw here a mention perhaps of marriage or engagement or child birth, pregnancy, something like that. So that could be the case for a lot of you guys who are in a relationship, that you're taking the next step forward, or that you're just manifesting more wealth and prosperity together as a couple, or just you've built a solid foundation in the relationship. Those of you guys who are single, this is just such a strong message that I feel like for most of you, you are meeting someone extremely important 6 months from now. Like, you're on that path to having that committed relationship. You're manifesting your truth. So just keep on keeping on your path right now. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, and you have so much to look forward to. So I hope that this resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, then just check out the comments in the description below. Another way that you can support my channel is, of course, by subscribing and hitting that thumbs up. So I'll see you later. Peace out. Okay, for those of you guys who choose number 2, let's see what energy is surrounding you, what's coming into your life around 6 months from now, okay? How about we just start with the general energy first? Okay, so immediately I'm getting the energy of a lot of you guys who are currently on some type of education path. A lot of you guys are on a long journey with either your career or education path. You're just staying dedicated. I kind of feel like this is the energy of someone who's just entered college, or who is halfway through college, or perhaps is entered into a master's or PhD program or something like that. And so this is the instruction card. Like, you're still in this phase in your life where you're learning, you're growing, you're receiving like mentorship, or you're working with teachers, or you're working in some type of program, or you're receiving education. For those of you guys who aren't on that path, it could be a career path. You know, you're dedicated to climbing the ladder, or to building a business, or you're on some type of self-discovery or entrepreneur type of path. There's a lot of changes happening. Makes me think that some of you guys will be changing your major, or will be changing your focus, or might change courses a little bit, and there's just this energy to stay dedicated. It's kind of this energy of like starting over. That might be what you're doing now. 6 months from now, you've made progress, but I'm not seeing like you've reached the top of the mountain quite yet, okay? So it's kind of this energy of you've like kind of released one path, or you've kind of narrowed things down. You've gotten a lot of clarity by the time 6 months from now hits, and like you're just feeling that clarity of intent, that clarity of purpose. You're feeling like you can really be dedicated, and consistency is the word that comes to mind. So right now, if you're worried that like you don't have a lot of energy, or you're stressed, or you just feel like you're not very purposeful or intentional right now, definitely set some visions, set some intentions, and don't be afraid to change courses a little bit, because 6 months from now, you're gonna be able to manifest the right people to help you. You're gonna be receiving education or learning something new. You're gonna be moving forward. This is a great card too, because it says the resolution of difficulties, a weight being lifted from your shoulders. So if you're finding yourself in a time of stress, or you feel like you're kind of in a metaphoric winter where everything feels frozen, stagnant, stuck, feeling like you can't move forward, I see like a resolution of difficulties. You know, this card is definitely an indication that you're heading to kind of a golden period in your life. It's like you're about to head into like a montage. You know, when you watch a movie and the main character, you know, finally comes up with the plan of how they're going to get things done, or how they're going to make things happen, and the movie or the TV show cuts to a montage of them just kind of making everything happen. I don't know why, but I'm thinking about that movie, Mrs. Doubtfire, when Robin Williams' character finally kind of gets the hang of being like a nanny, and is like vacuuming and like making the kids lunch and taking them everywhere. It's like it kind of shows like he's hit his stride, and he's fulfilling that role, and he's like kind of gotten used to it and comfortable, and he's hit his stride. I love that movie. Anyone else like that movie? Definitely comment and let me know below. But that's kind of where you're at 6 months from now. You've hit your stride. You're not feeling a lot of stress. Life might seem just slightly monotonous, but like you're actually going somewhere, and you're feeling like things are moving forward, and you're kind of halfway there. And the weight is off your shoulders. I feel like the weight, well, we're gonna pull a clarifier. What is this weight? I think the weight has to do with alignment. okay? Feeling like you're just in alignment. You know, sometimes we make choices in our life that don't really reflect how we really feel inside. Sometimes we can make choices that are kind of swayed by what other people think, or what our family wants us to do, or what we feel like society wants us to do, and it can take us away from living an authentic life. I see a lot of people who decide, you know what, I'm just gonna play it smart and I'm gonna go to school for this, or I'm just gonna get this steady job, when what they really want to do is like dance or act or sing or be artistic or travel or something. So it's like 6 months from now, you found your balance, you've realized, yes, you're gonna have to work. You might not be able to just quit your job or quit your education and run away with the circus, but there's a way to kind of have it all, and you've struck that balance. You're taking lessons for the thing that you want to do that's creative, or you're building that entrepreneur business and you're working on this side, or you've changed the major and now you know what you want to go to school for. Like, it's kind of like you just figured it out, you made a plan, you're sticking to it, everything's moving forward, and that stress of feeling like you're not in alignment or you're not being authentic is being lifted. And so, wow, so many choices, so many decisions are going to be made over the next couple months that will take you on this path. So just let life take you. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. So 6 months from now, let's just look real quick into your career, your education, or your finances. King of Swords reversed. This makes me think that when it comes to your finances or your career or education, or perhaps all of the above, you're thinking less with your mind and your logic, and you're kind of going more for your heart, what your heart wants. Of course, you know, Rainbow Harmony, I'm all about balance and peace. I think it's important to balance your logic with your heart. But maybe lately you've been so ruled by logic and like overthinking things. So a big change you've made 6 months from now is you're allowing your heart to kind of lead the way. So there have been some risks you have taken that have redirected your path, that have brought in more abundance, that have taken you in the direction of like what you want to do with your career. You're really starting to think about how you want to use your time here on this earth, and how you want to help others, and how you want to bring joy to yourself. So I just see clarity of intent. I see purpose. I see action 6 months from now. Really beautiful energy. So now let's go ahead and look at your love life, okay? So 6 months from now, what is your love life looking like? So there's a lot of different messages coming out here for different people. Obviously, this is jumping out at me. I think a lot of you guys will experience a breakup or a separation. If you're watching this video right when I'm posting it, within like a couple weeks of me posting it, this is a timeless reading. However, it's possible that for a lot of you guys, this next Mercury retrograde cycle, which starts November 4th and heads kind of into the holidays a little bit, I feel like there's going to be a lot of separation, a lot of breakups, or just a lot of cords being cut. I feel the energy of this Mercury retrograde is going to kind of realign everyone in their relationships. I'll probably make some videos about this, but the energies are definitely going to have an effect on everyone, and I see a lot of separations. I see a lot of breakups, but it's a good thing. Some of you guys are letting go of just kind of a dead weight, realizing, you know what, I've outgrown this person, there's really no more passion here, and I want passion, I want true love, I kind of want to start over. So a lot of you guys 6 months from now will actually be dating someone new, or will be on a dating path, and just casual dating, and just kind of hanging out with different people, and just kind of, you know, that free spirit kind of life is what I feel for a lot of you guys. Now, there's another message coming out for a couple people who are here. I feel like some of you guys have recently, in the past 6 months, experienced a separation, and you went through a grieving process, and 6 months from now, like, you're gonna get your passion back for life. It's normal to kind of lose your passion and to feel kind of numb and jaded after a big breakup. But it's like you are getting your passion back and you're dating. Those of you guys who were in a happy relationship and you're just feeling like, you know what, I don't see a separation, this might just be talking about getting the passion and getting the fire and getting the spice back in your relationship, like dating your partner again, like, you know, having a regular date night with your partner, or changing things up a little bit, or trying new things, or talking more about your emotions. basically the message for everyone is your dating life is getting a major boost, okay? So it's very positive energy. So I hope this resonates with you. If you would like a personal reading, head down to the comments or the description below. I have all the information posted. And another way you can support my channel is simply just by subscribing and hitting that thumbs up button. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I'll see you later. Peace out. Okay, so for those of you guys who choose the raw quartz crystal, let's go ahead and get your message, okay? Let's see what energy is coming into your life 6 months from now. Let's just start with the general energy, okay? Ooh. So this energy is a little intense, okay? It's not a bad thing, it's just a lot is going down. I feel like a lot of you guys right now, you might be feeling a little bit bored or a little bit listless or kind of just frozen, or maybe like there's not a lot happening around you. I feel like this energy is going to give rise for some changes. Always pay attention to when you're kind of bored and when you kind of feel stuck. Sometimes it's a message you just need to pull back and rest and just kind of be in the moment. It's not always time in our life to make huge movements forward. We don't always have to be like slaying our purpose 24/7. I feel like lately you've been just kind of pulling back a little bit, kind of maybe thinking and being a little introspective, but there's definitely some choices that are being made over the next couple of months that are leading you to this place in 6 months. Basically, I see this message of like you've left something behind. This is the should I stay or should I go energy, and whatever that is that you're considering right now, whether it's like leaving the place that you live and moving somewhere, or switching jobs, or maybe having a child, or maybe adopting a new pet, or it could be anything, honestly, just some type of major change. It's like you're considering something. Should I do this? Should I not? Should I stay where I am? Should I go somewhere else? Should I start a new project? Should I switch things up in my career? Should I go for that promotion? Like you might be thinking kind of like it's time for some type of movement. And 6 months from now, you've made that choice and you've decided to leave something behind. And that's because, you're getting this desire for a more meaningful life. You want to express yourself on a new level. You're kind of realizing it's time to move on from something. Sometimes we just kind of outgrow certain things in our life, whether it's just the way that sometimes it can just be a hair change. I was brunette for so long and I just was like, you know what? It's time to move on from that. I'm gonna go blonde for a little bit, just see what that's like. It could be something aesthetic, or it can be something huge, like leaving behind a toxic friendship, or distancing yourself from very opinionated and judgmental family members, or leaving behind a relationship, or realizing I wanna move from the country to the city, or whatever, So you've left something behind, you're taking some type of big risk, and 6 months from now, you're on that path. You've realized that it's time to move on and you're making major life changes. But it's very positive in nature because this is talking about balance here. The Kingfisher card, you see the symbol of the water here, and the water symbolizes emotion and kind of heavy feelings and depression. Maybe some of you guys are kind of pulling yourselves out of a depression, or feeling kind of like that energy of like lethargicness. You're pulling yourself out of that, and you're soaring above it. You're flying high. You're going somewhere else. You're migrating. That's kind of the energy. And this symbol here with the bird, once again, is amazing. This is talking about a winter in your life, feeling frozen, stuck, stagnant. But 6 months from now, what we're seeing is that metaphoric snow is like thawing. You can finally get your footing. And this bird, what it's doing is it's looking ahead to the future, and it's thinking, where am I going to build my nest? How am I going to get my tools? Like maybe I'm going to create some new birth, lay some eggs here, So that's kind of you. You're at this point where you're thinking like, what tools, what materials, what supplies do I need to kind of move forward? And 6 months from now, you've taken this risk. You've taken the leap. You're feeling a lot more emotionally stable and supported. Your energy is very happy, very exuberant. Whatever you've left behind, it was just like this dead weight, and it was weighing you down, and you've been able to let it go and make that change. Sometimes big life changes like this don't happen overnight. So over the next 6 months, that's kind of what you're going to be focusing on. And 6 months from now, it's the celebration because you've made it to the other side. So it's really beautiful energy. Let's look next at what is coming 6 months from now for you in your finances and in your career. So I'm seeing the resolution of some type of conflict you've been having at work. This could be a conflict with a coworker or a superior, or just the path you've chosen, feeling kind of conflicted, or just like you're not in it. You know, I heard something really interesting recently. Do any of you guys out there follow Gary Vee? I love him. He's like one of my favorite motivational speakers and entrepreneurs. He was actually saying that laziness is a sign that whatever it is you're having to force yourself to do, whatever it is you're kind of procrastinating from, whatever it is that you just like can't bring yourself to do, that's a sign that might not be your path, or that might not be something you should do. Like if you hate office work or you hate paperwork, maybe move to a career where you can use your hands, or you can be more physically active or be outdoors or something like that. You know, so this is saying like, maybe this is what's leading to the life changes. Maybe the life changes have to do with just realizing whatever you're avoiding, or what like any of the laziness or lethargicness around you is actually a good thing, because it's a sign that your spirit or your heart desires something else. So this could be talking about internal conflict or conflict with a workplace. I've actually done a lot of Skypes and readings for people who are stuck in a toxic workplace, and they're just wanting to see what the cards have to say, and like kind of looking for permission to leave the job. And I always say you don't need permission. Like, trust yourself. It takes a lot of work to get the resume back out there again and to do that whole thing, especially when you're stressed and exhausted from toxic work or an abusive coworker or something, or dysfunctional energy. But push through it. That's kind of what I see is 6 months from now, maybe you've left this career behind, or maybe you've left this internal struggle behind, and it's a huge release. It's stress off your shoulders. And I can assure you, if you're stressed about this situation, or maybe even financially, for some of you guys, you've come up with a solution 6 months from now. I don't see anything random coming out of the blue to save you. I really feel like if you need to improve your financial situation or your career or work or whatever, that you come up with the solution and you make it happen. And that's what this is talking about. You're just kind of like, you know what, I've had enough of this, I'm gonna get out of here. And once you finally make that choice and get to the other side, it's so beautiful. Once again, like this card says, realizing it's time to move on, the desire for a more meaningful life, choosing to make major life changes. Beautiful. And finally, we have to see what's going on for you in love 6 months from now. So what's going on for you in love 6 months from now? Wow. So it definitely seems like you're connected with a major soulmate 6 months from now. So if you're single, you can expect that a lot is changing, and even in your love life. This kind of reminds me of twin flames. Some of you guys might actually be able to manifest a twin flame union. This soulmate energy is talking about connecting with someone that there's this air of like familiarity with, like you're kind of picking up where you left off with like a past life lover, and it's very positive. This says it's safe for you to love. You're instantly going to get this feeling like this person is safe, like you feel comfortable around them. You can speak your truth to them. You can tell them about your ideas and your beliefs and your hopes and your dreams. And there's this perfect just kind of ebb and flow with this person. It's possible you might meet this person through your friends, or they're in your extended group of friends, like a friend of a friend or somebody's cousin or your coworker's brother or whatever, you know? So this is saying open yourself to being social. You've got a lot going on 6 months from now, but it's like you're gonna connect or meet some new friends or extend your social circle. Through that, you're connecting with a soulmate. That's for those of you guys who are single. Okay, I see another message for some of you guys about red flags. Within the next 6 months, I see some of you guys who are kind of in like a no strings attached situation that's kind of going nowhere. And that worked for you for a while when you weren't really looking for anything serious. But I feel this energy of just like, this is not for everyone, but some of you guys, if you feel this resonates, it's like time to cut the cord with anyone who just doesn't really want to be in your life for the long haul. Like, time to start thinking more about who are the real MVPs in your life, like who's really in your corner, who really deserves a seat at your table. Cut those cords, and that's going to open the door for a soulmate to come in. Even if you're afraid to be alone, or you're just kind of biding your time with this person, that could be putting energetic blocks around you, keeping this person from coming in. So take that or leave it. I feel like this is only for a couple of people, maybe even just one person who's watching. So take that or leave it. Those of you guys who are in a relationship and you just feel like it's a really great relationship, yes, you can trust this person. You guys are going deeper on this path. This is like a confirmation that this person is very important to you, a huge part of your life purpose. The red flag I just see is just be careful not to get too codependent with this person. Spice the relationship up by making sure you're also engaging in activities outside of the relationship, and also hanging out with like friends and group dates, and just spice things up a little bit. If you feel like the energy is just getting kind of codependent or kind of getting monotonous, or you're getting into a routine. But to be honest, I just feel everything's all is well with those of you guys who feel like you're in a really great long-term relationship. And this is just kind of an all is well type of message for those of you guys in that situation. So, wow, this was such an awesome message. I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you're interested in a personal reading, then head down to the comments or the description below. And another way you can support my channel is simply just by subscribing and hitting that thumbs up button, all right? And I'll see you later. Peace out. Okay, so for those of you guys who choose the yellow citrine, let's go ahead and get to your message about what's going down in your life 6 months from now, okay? So how about we start with the general energy? General energy. Okay, so what's really interesting is I feel like the next few months from now, not a lot is really going to change, because currently you've been in this situation where you're going through like a spiritual awakening, or you're going through some type of healing process or some type of grieving process, or it's just kind of a period of reflection, rest, relaxation, and introspection in your life. This card, sometimes it kind of annoys me when I pull it because I'm such a go-getter, and it's just, the bear is just like, get in the cave. You need to heal, you need to relax, you need to chill, like you just need to be in the moment, not worry about the future. So this is you pretty much up until the 6 month mark. Right around the 6 month mark though, this energy will be lifted, okay? And I feel like it might quite literally be 6 months from now. So not a lot is going to change the next couple months. Be prepared for that. But right around the 6-7 month mark, this is the wheel, and this is an energy of like a cycle that's complete and moving forward. So this card reads, delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck. So we also see this card here, the Wanderer. This is all about taking a risk, taking a leap of faith, following your heart, being young, going on an adventure, not overanalyzing things. I think a lot of you guys who are here on my channel, not everybody, but I've looked at the analytics, and a lot of you guys are like 18 to 25. And at that time in your life, you literally can do anything or go anywhere. Like, it's a great time to travel or go backpacking or to move somewhere, or to you live in an apartment with a bunch of roommates and just work really hard and starve for your art, you know? So if you're kind of, especially if you're a little bit younger, don't be afraid to just take a risk or do something crazy or just try something new. You have a lot of time to figure it out. And when you fail or whatever, like, I don't think there's any such thing as failure. I just see stepping stones to success. But if for some reason something you choose doesn't work out, it's not hard to bounce back. Now, for those of you guys who are older, age is just a number. It's important to take calculated risks. Sometimes when you're older, you have children, you have mortgages, you have people to take care of, or there's a lot of debt, or, but those things don't have to hold you back. I still see that for a lot of you guys, regardless of age or whatever, it's still important to take some type of big risk. And around 6 months from now, you probably will embark on some type of adventure or some type of travel, or you're making some type of decision that's based more off of your inner child and like what you want. And it's less about like what you need to do or what's smart to do. So I don't think you're gonna like blow your whole life up in flames and do something stupid. I feel like it's more this energy of doing something fun or giving yourself a treat or, going on an adventure somewhere or booking that vacation that you so desperately need. For some of you guys, this could be talking about the purchase of a car or a vehicle. Like if you're worried about transportation, that situation is worked out 6 months from now. I just feel like this message, like there's 1 or 2 people here who really need to hear that your car will get fixed, or you're gonna get a new car, or you're gonna find a good deal on a car, or you're gonna upgrade your vehicle, or your means of transportation. Some of you guys will be traveling somewhere. So travel, for some people, relocation, but honestly, I'm seeing an energy of travel, and I'm seeing perhaps like a new car. The wheel kind of gives it away, So next, let's look into 6 months from now, your finances and your career. 6 of Hearts reversed. I'm going to say that this is kind of a inner child energy. Upright, this card is talking a little bit more about like releasing nostalgia, but I think embracing your inner child would be like kind of the reversal of this card. That's how I'm reading it. We keep seeing messages about having fun and doing something that's just a little impulsive or connecting with your inner child or your inner teenager. So maybe in your career path, you're working on some type of fun project, or you're enrolling in a class or a program to better yourself, or receiving coaching, or maybe this is even healing for some people. It could be doing professional therapy or counseling and kind of clearing out the root chakra. I just kind of see like your career isn't necessarily highlighted 6 months from now. It doesn't mean that you're not making strides in this area or that, you're not moving forward. I just feel like it's not the main thing that's going down 6 months from now. Honestly, 6 months from now, it's like you're taking some type of break, you're traveling, or you're making some type of major purchase that's gonna like really move you forward, like a car or something. You're doing something really fun. It's like you finally booked that vacation, or you're gonna get away for a little bit, or you're really focused on planning your summer break or something. So it's like there's just this message like you deserve a rest, you deserve to relax, you deserve to kind of pull back and enjoy. This might not be time in your life to like hustle with your career. You're still gonna get things done, but I just feel like it's more outward energy of fun, travel, like making a big purchase kind of thing. So next and finally, let's see what's going down 6 months from now in your love life. Ooh, sexual freedom. I actually haven't seen this card. This is a new deck. I haven't pulled this card yet. I've read the book and kind of studied it, and it's pretty obvious what this card means, but it's definitely making me blush. So we're seeing new love and sexual freedom. So you're definitely getting intimate with someone around 6 months from now. Maybe that's why we were seeing all these cards about like good luck and taking a risk and being free and traveling and like letting your inner child out. Like maybe that energy of like new love and meeting somebody is kind of surrounding you. Now, I think for some people, this energy feels kind of like a fling. There's this message to just express your love. If your heart wants to connect with this person, just kind of focus on the moment. A lot of people ask questions in love readings on, is this person my forever person? Are they the one? And, sometimes I can pull cards and tap into the longevity of a relationship, but a message I constantly find myself giving to people is to just be in the moment and trust your heart. Like, no one comes in your life by accident. And, sometimes tomorrow isn't always guaranteed. So embrace your sexuality, embrace your true love, you know, embrace expressing your love and having fun and be young again, you know? So there's somebody new. Now, for those of you guys who are in a long-term relationship, this could be like a sexual awakening in your relationship. Like you guys are connecting more intimately, or there's a vacation and you're just really enjoying each other and being close, and there's more intimacy. This could be a message like there will be healing in this area of your love life with your long-term partner. So basically things are looking pretty good in your love life 6 months from now. So thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you would like a personal reading, then head to the comments or the description below. There's plenty of info there. And another way you can support my channel is simply just by giving this reading a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. And I'll see you later. Peace out.